Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news, Charles Oliveira is targeting a return to competition sometime this year. He was asked about a specific return date in a recent interview. April or May, I think that's the time that I need. Well, Conor McGregor is not fighting, so I think I need to focus on the top of the division and the belts. This will give me the energy I need to get back. So my focus is to fight in April and then to fight for the title at the end of the year. Charles was then asked if Demetrious would be a good opponent for April. Everybody's talking about Demetrious, but I think I need to think with my mind, not really with my heart, If the UFC thinks that he is the name, it's fine, but let's see what they decide. What do you guys think about Oliveira's comments? Who do you want to see him face off against in his return fight? Let us know in the comments section below. It's Friday, and Dana is back this week with an all-new recipe. Let's check it out.
What's up, everybody? It's Friday here at UFC headquarters, and today we'll be trying the mashed potato chips. Pour a bag of barbecue chips into a pot of boiling water. Add barbecue sauce, whole milk, and cheese. Add another bag of regular chips and stir until it thickens. Here we go. I don't know about this one. Kind of looks like oatmeal. Smells like potato chips. It's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. You know what's weird? It tastes like it could be a dip for potato chips. Potato chips on potato chips. I like it. Not bad. Yeah, not bad at all.
Paul Craig recently spoke about his fight this Saturday against Johnny Walker. When asked about Walker's takedown skills, Craig says that it won't go well for Walker if he tries to take him down. Here's the clip.
The further you go on up this top 10, the harder it is to knock people out, the harder it is to submit people. In my opinion, do I believe that Johnny Walker could knock me out? Yes, he could knock me out. Like, it's the same as MD in this division, can knock MD out when the second's right. Do I believe right now that my skill set is much higher than his? I do, and I believe that as long as I stay technically good, don't make me any slip-ups, then I'll be able to drag him to the mat and take him into deep water, and then from that, get that submission.
He did say that he was more than willing to test his jiu-jitsu against yours and said that maybe he would even go for a takedown and get you down and grapple. Would you enjoy that?
It would make my job a hell of a lot easier than having to drag him to the mat. As I said, big unit. Takes a lot of energy to get him there. But if he wants to shoot in, take me down, I'd welcome that because it doesn't work out very well for MD that's done that before.
During a recent Twitch stream, former UFC flyweight champion Demetrious reveals what he was getting paid during his UFC career. When I fought Dominick Cruz for the bantamweight title in 2011, I was on a contract. I think I was fighting for $14,000 to show and $14,000 to win. I lost to Dominick Cruz, so I made $14,000. Then I was about to fight Eddie Wineland, and that didn't go through, so I fought Ian McCall in Australia. I was still on the same contract. And then I got a new contract when I fought Ian McCall the second time. I think I got bumped up to 20 and 20. So I beat Ian McCall, and then I fought Joseph Benavidez, and I was still on that. When I fought John Dodson, I made $23,000 to show and $23,000 to win. And when I fought John Moraga, it probably went to 26 and 26. And then when it was Joseph Benavidez in my rematch, my pay was $30,000 to show and $30,000 to win. Demetrious then went on to say it took him 3 attempts to get a champion contract with the UFC, which generally includes pay-per-view points. I finally got a new contract as champion, and I think it was $125,000 to show and $50,000 to win, but I couldn't get pay-per-view points. And that's where a champion makes most of the bang for their buck, is the pay-per-view points. Jamahal Hill is set to face off against Gilbert Teixeira tonight in Brazil for the UFC's light heavyweight belt. However, Jamahal is already looking forward to a future fight against Yuri Prochazka and says he would even wait until Yuri returns before he fights again. Here's the clip.
What do you want next? Are you thinking in someone, Blachowicz and Kalaev? Brackage or?
I mean, obviously, I just been locked in on Glover. I just been obsessing about Glover. That's pretty much all that's been on my mind. But it's not a secret. I've been calling for Yuri for years. I've been wanting Yuri for years. Even just like kind of listening to Glover talk this week, and he kind of references back to Yuri. I want that fight.
Would you wait him until he's okay and ready to go?
It depends. It depends on how long. He's saying that he could be back as early as like 6 months or summer. I'll wait for that. Or, next man up, bro. It's next man up.
Awesome. Thank you.
Conor McGregor gives his opinion on Dana White's Power Slap League. In a recent tweet, McGregor said, "If anything, Power Slap League is showing the importance of turning back your shoulder and torquing your torso into the shot. Turning of the hip is potentially the wrong terminology being used. Hips less important, possible also. Turn your shoulder back and torque fully into strike, KO. McGregor then replied to a fan who asked what's the best technique to take a power slap. Interesting question. It would have been better to take it relaxed. However, with eyes fully on the slap at all times, 100%. Full awareness with a relaxed brace, I would say is the best. Then all you can do is pray the opponent's sum of force times velocity is less than needed. I could potentially be the Joe Rogan of power slap. Jon Jones revealed in an interview that he doesn't want to trash talk his opponents during the lead up to his heavyweight fights. Big John and Josh from the Weighing In podcast had this to say about this different side of Jones.
You got to take into consideration here, John, that really, like, I don't know a lot of heavyweights that talk a lot of, like, outside of DC. Like, Kane didn't talk. Like, I would say Curtis Blades is probably the only one that kind of talks, you know, but the rest of them don't really.
Though.
No, but he doesn't really talk. He just believes in himself and says things that he's confident about himself.
Derek Lewis says some stuff which is absolutely hysterical.
Yeah, I don't know if that's talking. That's just him.
I don't either, but it's hysterical
it.
stuff he puts out there. I love him as far as what he says.
Yeah,
but
I don't see the heavyweights. They don't really talk a lot. A lot of them are kind of quiet. Yeah, John. I don't think John's gonna have that problem at heavyweight. Now at 205, it's a little bit different. You know, you had DC at 205, and then you had some other guys down there that, you know, they were willing to go ahead and spout off a little bit at times. But I don't see that being a problem. I don't think John. I think also too John at the stage that he's at now. John just it sounded like he just got re-signed too for a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
So that being said, he's like, I'm making my money. I'm good.
He's got exactly what he wants, and all he's got to do is go out and perform. You know, and that's as far as the trash talking stuff. I will say this at times, and especially, you know, you can take a look at, you know, with John, especially him and DC, some of the stuff that they said, some of it went too far. Okay. But it did bring a lot of interest towards that fight. Yeah. And so sometimes talking trash is all about just building a fight.
Belal Muhammad fires back at Gilbert Burns after Burns said in a recent interview that Belal doesn't deserve to be above him in the UFC welterweight rankings. LOL, because you have one ranked win and I have 4. And you begged for the Masvidal fight for the last 7 months. Belal also shared a tweet from one of his fans that explains why Belal didn't take the Burns fight. Belal beat Maya number 7, Wonderboy number 5, Luque number 5, Brady undefeated number 9 to get the number 4 ranking. Refusing to fight someone on January 21st when you've had a hard camp and a fight on October 22nd is perfectly fine. That's not ducking. Sean O'Malley is frustrated that Aljamain Sterling still hasn't booked his next fight. Rumors are that Sterling is going to take on Henry Cejudo, however the pair still haven't set a date. O'Malley said, "Perfect, me versus Henry for the interim belt at UFC 285, tell me that ain't fire." I texted Hunter Campbell, texted Sean Shelby, I said, "Will you at least give me an idea? Will you at least say yes or no? Is Henry versus Aljo happening? They just don't know. They're just kind of trying to wait and see if Sterling can or what. I'm frustrated, but I'm okay because I'm just training." Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.